forgot to say, but this is a giveaway video, so stick around. I'm going to tell you all about it later. Hey everyone, welcome to a Get Ready With Me and explaining what the hell is going on and where the hell have I been. Because it has been a while. I know that, and I apologize. I did not mean to disappear as long as I did. Honestly, didn't mean to disappear at all. But things happen. And yeah, so let's talk about it. Well, to start with, even though I'm not working, having rehearsal every night has kind of kicked my ass. Basically because my RA has decided it hates heat, which it always hates heat. You would think arthritis, worse in the winter. Yeah, no. RA, rheumatoid arthritis, for me at least, is a lot worse in the heat. I didn't think losing that job, I didn't think it would affect me that bad. And I can't say like it threw me into depression necessarily, like losing my job at the healthcare place did, but it definitely like frustrated me a lot. And I was very, very angry because I literally lost my job because somebody spread a bunch of lies and set me up. And that's cruel. And grown-ups don't mean girl. Especially not a grown-up who's like almost twice my age. Okay, not quite. She's in her 60s. But, you know, I learned not to be a mean girl when I was 4. You know what? I am going to go for a lighter look today. We're going to go with a professional. This might be my last professional look because I think I might be almost out of it. So the frustration just kind of made me not want to work on anything, you know? It's like I have been really focusing on YouTube over TikTok, and I did get to my 200 followers by my birthday, which is freaking awesome, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. But then, like, other things plateaued out, and my TikTok has not grown, and I'm not getting the UGC content options anymore. Not because I did anything wrong. It's the slow season, you know? It's slow season for makeup. It's slow season for everything. Summer's just kind of a slow season, which is frustrating. So I've got like no money coming in. And I feel useless, like I'm not contributing because I'm not. And Wolf's trying to be, you know, stoic about it and stuff, but we had to go to our landlords this month and be like, look, we don't have it all. What can we do? Like, can we pay you what we have? And then we'll do like $100 a week until it's caught up. And they said, sure, but then that means what are we doing about next month's rent? Because we still have next month's rent to do too. And well, something came up. Something good actually came up. Well, I saw this job, you know, for a medical receptionist in one of these small towns near us. And I just realized I forgot my nose. So there's a medical receptionist position in this small town near us, west of us, instead of the big town that's east of us. So I applied for it and I got an interview. And in the interview, they said, look, we all know you're way overqualified for medical receptionist. I'm like, yeah, I know, but really, seriously, I'm just looking for a job. Like, I don't want to be a people manager anymore. Like, I understand I'm overqualified for this, but I just need a freaking job. And I'm happy to do my time and start here and then move up, you know, as things open. And like, I'll prove myself here and then we'll do, you know, we'll go from there. And they said, well, that's definitely an option and we'll happily consider you for that. But we have another position open. And I'm like, well, okay. I'm all for another position as long as it doesn't have me managing people. That's like the one thing I don't want to do. They're like, no. It's a case manager, basically. Or a referral specialist. Sorry, it's a referral specialist. I'm like, oh, well, I know how to do referrals. Cool. I'm totally okay with that. I have absolutely no problem being a referral specialist. I'd be happy to interview for that. Thank you for considering me. They said, okay, cool. Here's the date and time of your interview. Cool beans. And then when I opened up for that interview, they're like, well, actually a third position has opened up. I'm like, okay. And it's a behavioral health case manager. And what that means is I would be working directly with their behavioral health patients. So people with schizophrenia, people with Alzheimer's, things like that. And making sure they're getting all the services they need, making sure they're getting, their meds are approved and covered. If they need additional services in different areas, make sure that that's being done. And I was like, okay. And they said, oh, and at times, if the psychiatrist or behavioral health specialist is in with a patient and somebody comes in crisis, it's your job to calm them down and make sure, they're okay. And you'll have to handle that until the psychiatrist is out of their meeting with their current patient. I said, okay, I'm fine with that. I have experience with that. One of the schools I taught at was specifically for kids that have serious behavioral health issues or have criminal histories, or just kids in crisis, basically, was the entire purpose of that school. And I taught there for a year and a half, and I'm very much comfortable with, teenagers in that situation. And I've worked with enough seniors, including seniors with dementia and Alzheimer's, that I understand how that works, and I understand what that looks like. I've gone through it with my own family members. I have no problem with that. Like, I will need some training, but I'm not afraid of it. I'm actually excited by the idea of working with these people who are, in my opinion, in the most in need of somebody with care and patience, which is something I have. And I'm really good in a crisis. They're like, really? You like want to work with this? And you're not scared off by it. I said, no, I'm absolutely not scared off by it. I'm excited by it. I'm good. I'm cool in a crisis. I like the idea of working with these people. Like, I'm all about it. Let's do this. So I got a second interview, and ta-da, I got the job. And I start July 14th. And it is a full-time job, but it comes with full benefits. I'm making the same wage Wolf is, pretty much, which is less than I was making before, but more than I'm making now. So I'm very happy with it. And I'm not at all I'm excited. I'm genuinely excited by this. So that starts in a week. But it means that I will be able to go back to doing the kinds of the videos that I used to do. I'll be able to do unboxings, actually review the makeup, because I have a hard time reviewing makeup. I've never tried. I want to. And I feel like there's some things I can review and I can talk about. But then some of what I say, it feels like I'm repeating what bigger beauty creators are already saying and have more authority to say. My whole shtick is that I am not a beauty professional. I'm an average person, and this is what the average person experience is like. So if I'm reviewing stuff without having actually tried it, I feel like I'm kind of cheating the system a little bit. That's just kind of, I don't know. I don't know. So I've kind of been at a loss of what do I do? If I can't be reviewing stuff, if I can't be trying new stuff, what am I and what am I going to be? And I've just been kind of frustrated and angry, and it's not that I'm not filming content. I have been. The problem is I don't want to edit it because that's the part I don't enjoy. So it's like, I'd rather do something else. I'd rather play a game. I'd rather talk to my husband. I'd rather watch other YouTube videos. I'd rather do damn near anything except edit. Even this, I'm sitting here like, okay, you're filming this and you're going to edit this today. And it's like, but I don't want to. I will, but I don't want to. I don't enjoy editing. I enjoy filming. I enjoy the makeup content. I just don't enjoy editing. And Wolf and I have taken on a new project that requires a lot of editing. And it was supposed to go live last week. It did not. It will go live this week. I promise it will go live this week. Whatever it takes for me to get the motivation to do this, it's gonna freaking go live this week. Gosh darn it. So that's kind of the life update. I am gonna be starting a new job. Now the first week, I can pretty much tell you there will be no content. At least, unless I have it preloaded, which I am going to strive to have some stuff preloaded. Now there are video games preloaded for most of July. So there will be video game content. But I do not have any makeup content preloaded. So I will do the best I can. They might be short ones. I don't know. But I start with a week of orientation in a town about an hour and a half south of here. And originally they were going to put me up in a hotel for that week. But then they realized that I live too close. Like, you have to live more than 100 miles away per their policy for them to put you up. And I live like 60 miles away, give or take. But the road down there, like look up Highway 14, Arkansas Highway 14. It is the twistiest, steepest thing ever. So even though it's only 60 miles, it is 60 miles of the most treacherous driving in Arkansas. Now, there is a back way that takes a little bit longer, but is safer, and that's the way I will go. I call it the Yellville Cutoff. I don't know what it's called in real life. I just call it the Yellville Cutoff. But it's still going to take me like between an hour to an hour and a half to get there every day, and then to come home every day. And I have stepped back. Like I've said, look, I cannot do rehearsal that week. So I don't have to go to rehearsal, because if I'm off at 5, the soonest I'll be home is 6:30. Rehearsal starts at 6, gets out at 8. I would be on the road or at work or at rehearsal from about 6:30 a.m. until 8:30 to 9 o'clock at night. I can't do that. My body physically won't let me do that. My RA requires a certain amount of recharge. So I'm not doing rehearsal that week. I'm not quitting the play. I'm just not doing rehearsal that week. I've done my makeup totally backwards this time because I forgot to do my eyeshadow. I did have a coupon on Whatnot, so I was able to get a Tarte palette, and this is the Tarte Gilded palette. I think it's beautiful. The colors are some really dark browns. Like, you have super light, and then you have pretty dark, and then really dark. And this looks really red on camera. It looks pretty brown in person. But we're going to see what we can do with this mess. I'm not going to lie. I am slightly terrified of what this is going to look like, but I want to test it out. Now, Tarte has a whole new palette out right now. It's Tripping with Tarte or something like that. I want to show you something that I have realized about Tarte. And I have 3 Tarte palettes. Now, first of all, Tarte eyeshadow wears like butter. It's butter. So the first one I got was in my November icon box, and it's the Tartelette Juicy palette. You can see I have panned at least one of them. I'm close to panning a couple others, but I love this palette. I do. Then I got the Tarte 25-year celebration that's called Reflections. There's a lot of overlap. Like, there's some bright colors in here, but there's a lot of overlap, right? See if I can hold both of these. So these are the 2 palettes I have in Tarte right now. Anybody else noticing a trend here? There is just not a huge range. Like, they really go hard in the browns and pinks. And yes, the Reflections has some really pretty sparkly purples, but they're very repetitive palettes. extremely repetitive. So like I have 3 Tarte palettes. I don't think I'll need another one until I have panned at least 2 of these. And I know most people wear variations of nudes and browns. I'm grabbing 3 of the more neutral Lorella palettes, all right? Well, I grabbed 4. By comparison, 3 random Lorella palettes, just random grab. And while they're these 2 are kind of similar, they're both doing pinks and stuff. Look at the variety in them. A lot more variety. But then let's look at some of their green palettes, because those are the other ones I grabbed. There's still a fairly decent variety in here. Like, you don't have to stick to the same 15 shades for every palette. You can have a variety and still go very neutral. So, I don't know. I don't think I will be spending my money on any more Tarte palettes for a good long while. Especially not when Lorella gives me so much variety. And we already know I love Lorella, so, I mean, that's why I'm an affiliate. And anything Lorella doesn't give me, Glamlight does. I mean, this is my dream palette. I love every shade in there. So, and Beauty Creations, I don't like their eyeshadow as much, but even they, in their pink and brown palette, have more variety than the Tarte palettes. So, I don't understand why Tarte is not branching out and doing more colors. I wish they would, but is what it is. Now, if a Tarte palette shows up in my icon box, am I going to throw a fit and not use it and whatever? No, of course not. If I get it through a box, then peachy keen cool, I get it through a box. Sorry, even inside I'm sweating like crazy. Whew. Okay. But let's see what we can do with our new Tarte palette. So yeah, it's not next week. By the time I post this, it's next week, because I'm going to at least post this probably tomorrow, which will be Monday. I start on the 14th. Once that week is over, we'll be heading into Hell Week. Or, if not Hell Week, dress rehearsal weeks for the play. That's going to be kind of rough, even because I'm starting a new job. So that's going to be, a lot of studying at home, a lot of reflection and stuff. And I've got a lot going on with the play. So I don't know how much content I'm going to be able to put out in July. And I know financially we're not going to be doing any unboxings this month, other than, things that I get from to try before they're released from my website I'm part of on that. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name of the website. That's why I never have. But I don't know. So like, I know there's a foundation that's coming. I've got a hair thing that'll be going up this week. I've got some skincare stuff that I've gotten a review that'll be going up over the next couple of weeks. But I don't have any boxes or anything this month. I couldn't, it works. Oh, Wolf's starting his card game simulator. That's what's going up gaming wise on my channel this month. Wolf and I are competing to see who can build the best card game shop. I've already completed mine because only one person can play this and have a save file at a time. So I went first and now it's his turn. So yeah, I will be playing some other games this month. Cause that's probably what I'm going to do in my downtime is play games. Cause yeah. Now, once I am in my new position and like I'm done with orientation, I'll probably film some get ready with me's before work. But I'm supposed to be there at 7:45 and it's a good 25-minute drive away, if not slightly longer. Especially if they close the dam for repairs and I have to go around the long way. So I don't know how intense, how much makeup I'm going to be able to do before work. But we'll see. I'll film something, I'm sure. So, I will say I like the Tarte makeup. It goes on beautifully. It blends beautifully. I feel like it's a gorgeous color. I mean, it's lovely. It's just repetitious. Let's put on a little of the black gold shimmer. Just a little bit there. I don't really feel like it matches, but that's okay. We're gonna make it match, gosh darn it. And then we're gonna end with a little copper, because copper is my favorite metal. I would rather have copper jewelry than gold or platinum. I love how copper looks. And let's take a blender. Okay, it's got a little purple on it, but it'll blend. Let's blend out the shimmer just a bit. I mean, I think that looks fabulous. Got a little colored outside the lines a little bit there, but that's okay. That's just fine. Spender. Now I understand the purpose of blotting powder. Blotting paper. Okay, let's just clean up our edges a little bit. What do we think? Do we like the new? I like the palette, I do. I did get it on Whatnot. I got it on a crazy sale because you can get fabulous deals on Whatnot. Let's open our Bare Minerals and tap some into the lid. And that's what we're gonna use as a setting powder today. Because it's hot, I'm sweaty, I need a setting powder to lock this in. I'm even gonna do a setting spray a little bit. Although I don't think a setting spray is gonna help too much. We're gonna try. It is so freaking hot. And we have two window air conditioner units, and then we have multiple box fans. But we live in a tin box, so there is a limit to how much can be done. I do have to say, Bare Minerals is an absolutely fabulous brand. Wolf did a good job picking that one out. If I do say so myself, if you can hear that thunder, Jazz is starting to freak out, and I'm getting excited because we could use cooling off. And it will remove some of the humidity. Since we're doing Tarte, I'm going with my Tarte mascara, which is my second favorite mascara, second only to Benefit. I'm not going anywhere today, so I don't need to look just like high glam, full glam. I'm just kind of gonna be filming stuff, so we'll go with that. And then lipstick. I forget I have them, My Little Pony lip plumper lipstick thing. It's very, very pink. I know pink is kind of the color of the summer, but I'm not a huge fan of it. But we're gonna cover it up with the ultra glossy lip here. And just a little bit of ColourPop Shine. Because for all my frustrations with ColourPop, they make good stuff. I just hate getting screwed over, you know? And nothing turns me off of a company faster than getting screwed over. And like, P. Louise addressed this a while back. Not too long ago, but like a couple weeks ago, maybe? Kind of, sort of. Do I have a setting spray? What are you? I am gonna put on my nice warm vanilla thing while I wrap this up. Oh, I was like, what is that noise? P. Louise addressed this. She does what she calls overstock boxes. Now she straight up says, these are overstock. These are things I want to get rid of. They might be expired or close to expiring, but they are a ridiculous discount on my products if you want them. But she calls them that. She calls them overstock boxes. And they say in the description, maybe close to expiration or just over expiration. I don't mind that. I know what I'm getting going into it, you know? It's like, if you tell me this is overstock, nearly expired stuff, I expect that. I'm, getting a discount and I'm not getting to choose. ColourPop didn't do that with their mystery box that I did earlier this summer. They said it was a celebration happy birthday mystery box. That doesn't tell me I'm getting expired product. Now I assume it's going to be slightly overstock. You don't do mystery boxes with your latest and greatest stuff and steeply discount them. The only way you get new and exciting stuff in a mystery box is if you get like 1 or 2 items to enhance it, or if you're paying a premium to try stuff, You're not gonna get a huge discount on brand new items. I get that. I don't expect that. But I also don't expect a birthday celebration mystery box to have expired items in it. Like, does that difference make sense? Like, I use expired makeup product. I have a powder in my makeup box that my mother bought while my father was alive. My dad died in 2014. He's been dead 11 years. This makeup is expired. I use it. Not often, but I do use it. So it's not that I have something against recently expired makeup, especially if it's unopened. But I'm not going to pay full price for it. And you didn't pay full price in the ColourPop box, but they did not say it was overstock. They did not say you were potentially getting expired makeup. That's the problem. I want to know what I'm buying. And that just kind of killed ColourPop for me. So, now I don't know the date or expiration of this because it was bought on Whatnot. It was overstock. I knew that going in. I will tell you right now, any makeup or skincare you buy on Whatnot is overstock. There is a very, very good chance that it's second run or it's extra stock that wasn't sold from last season. Like, just know that going in. And that's part of why you're getting such a deep discount. And that doesn't bother me. I don't care if this is expired. I'm from the case, I'm guessing this was like fall of last year, just by the look of it. I vaguely remember seeing this, but it was before I started doing makeup. I know it's not from summer because this is not their summer collection at all.
Hi, Editor Bell here, and I had to do some research because I wanted to know more about this palette. It is still available on the Tarte website. It was part of the Golden Era Amazonian Clay Collector's set. It is called Gilded. They also have Bejeweled and Elegance, and again, we are sticking in the browns and pinks that they love. It was originally $336 for all 3 of them. It is now $55 for all 3 of them. So I did get a bit of a discount because I paid a total of $15 for this, which is not too much below what it's selling for now. Now, I went and looked at the reviews, and the earliest review is from September 30th, 2024. So this, for me, confirms that this was released for fall of last year. So it's probably not expired, but it's definitely a little bit of old stock, overstock. So pretty much what I thought, and this is going to be true of 99% of what you find on Whatnot. I'm not knocking Whatnot. I'm just saying you're going to get some good deals, but it's going to be on last season's stuff, and that's fine with me because it might have been last season's colors, but I promise I can make something pretty with it.
And I don't think it's from spring. I don't think it's from winter. So that's fine. Anyway, let's finish up with what you will get from me this month. We are going to do the June product roundup and the giveaway. However, it's going to be the last week in July instead of this week, which means I'm going to keep adding to the giveaway throughout July, and it'll be one big winner. You will get random videos when and however I feel like I can do them. You may get some Guess the Inspiration eyeshadows. I had planned to do Disney attractions in June for my birthday, and I didn't do a single one. So that I will do some of those this month in July. Next month, I haven't decided if I'm going to keep doing the Disney ones or if I'm going to do the crystal ones, because that August was supposed to be crystals part 2. But I do plan to go back to the daily eyeshadow videos. I'm going to work my way back up to daily, but you will see some of those this month. You will probably see a review of new makeup collections just based on pictures because I can't do anything. You will see some individual product reviews and you'll see some get ready with me's. And you'll see lots of gaming content. It'll mostly be the card game shop simulator. But it's the slow month for makeup and it's going to be the slow month for me. We will get back to normal content in August and September. And I do have a big December planned. And I'm really excited. I really thought that my December plan was trashed when I lost my job. And then when I got a part-time job that barely helped with the bills, I was sure my December was trashed. For my birthday, we bought the biggest part of my December plan. And I am super excited to get to share that in December. And because this job is quite a bit more money coming in than my part-time job was, we will probably be able to do at least an abbreviated version of what my vision for December. So, well, yes, the summer's going to be slow. I promise fall is going to be ramping up into an insane end of the year. So please stick around. If you haven't hit that like and follow, please do so. Also, please check out my husband, Darkwolf1254. He does gaming videos and he's filming one now. I'm about to go film one now. And we also do a vlogcast that will be premiering this week. I have linked it down below. Check that out. It's completely different from anything either of us do. It's kind of us discussing life, the world, crystals, and things like that. So check that out. It's going to be different, and it's not beauty focused necessarily, although I'm me. I will talk about beauty a little bit, and he's him. He will talk about video games and crystals a little bit, but it's not specifically themed to that. So yeah, that's what's going on. So this is a giveaway. I put my little I forgot thing at the beginning. Let's see what we're adding to the giveaway today. Okay, so like I said, this is a giveaway video. I want to start by sharing everything that's in the giveaway. Again, the June giveaway is going to be continued through July, and the winner will be announced the last Friday in July. So you can still go back and watch all of the June videos. And there's some things in here that I'm not even sure if I posted the video or not. Oops. I've got a few boxes from June that I haven't edited, so there'll be some of those popping up. But here's everything that is in the giveaway so far. You get a mesh makeup bag. You're getting a Summer Fridays Rich Cushion Cream Ultra Plumping Moisturizer sample. You are getting a Charmansay Milano Pastel Palette. You're getting a full-size Naked Sunday SPF. You are getting the ColourPop Baby Got Peach. You are getting a Dew of the Gods Caffeine Under Eye Patch. You are getting Enhanced Scents Exotic Lotus Pheromone Oil. I have not the Exotic Lotus. I have the original scent. Oh my God, it smells so good. Like, it smells amazing. Wolf likes it too. So we'll just apply a little bit. See if we can enhance my husband today. Kidding. You get the My Little Pony Blue Glitter Eyeliner from ColourPop. It is not expired. Or not from ColourPop, from Beauty Creations. I feel stupid. You get the Sun Bum SPF 30. You get Lorella Proof Micro Brow Liner. You get Lorella Proof Mascara. You get a little Ulta Frozen Moments mini brands doohickey thing. It's supposed to go like that. So it's one of the chasers. It's really cute. You also get a a lemon mask, a mango mask, and a deep collagen wrinkles mask. So the giveaway is already like jam-packed with stuff. And I'm going to be adding more stuff throughout the month of July. So this is a hell of a giveaway. Yeah. I'm trying to pack it in here so I have more space to add more goodies. Okay, are you ready to see what we're adding today? Today we are adding an Ico London eyelash curler. Just a simple little eyelash curler if you need one. Never been used. And a mystery crystal. There's a crystal in here. I don't know what it is. I don't remember. We wrapped them up for our whatnot sale. And so there's a mystery crystal in here. Hope you like crystals. Let me know which one you got, because I don't even remember what I put in there because they've been wrapped up for a month. If you would like to enter, all you have to do is fill out the form linked below. It's just going to ask your email address. I might need a bigger box. It's just going to ask your email address, your YouTube handle, what video you're watching. You're watching the July 7th or 8th. Get ready with me. I don't remember what day I'm posting this. What did I add? I added, you can say eyelash curler, you can say mystery crystal, both need some variation of them, just so I know that you watched this part of the video. I will announce the winner on my YouTube video on the last Friday in July, and I will email you from knightandbell@gmail.com. So if anyone comments here, hey, you won. No, I don't comment under your comments, you won. I email you. So don't buy the scams. Now, there are a couple rules. It's pretty simple though. You have to be 18 and up. If you're under 18, go get a parent, guardian, or an older friend to enter for you, and then you guys can fight over the splitting up the box if you win. Sorry, that's just for my protection and yours as well. That's the only rule. No, the second rule, you have to be living in the United States or you have to be willing to pay shipping. I will contribute up to $10 of shipping. Anything above that, if you're international, is on you. So if you're not okay paying international shipping rates then I'm sorry, this isn't a giveaway for you. I will be going back to international giveaways September. Give us a month to catch up with my paychecks. But in September, I will go back to international and I will cover all of shipping. But for July and June, if you live anywhere other than the United States, you have to cover the shipping above $10 if you enter. Otherwise, just hold on. Okay? As soon as I'm not broke, I will go back to paying for shipping completely. If you're in America, I will cover shipping because it's not going to be more than $8.94. I have done this a time or two now. The third rule, 1 entry per household per video that I post a link. So you can enter, but you, your cat, your dog, your imaginary friend cannot all enter. 1 entry per household. And the final rule, and the most important, you have to be subscribed to me. If you're not subscribed to me, then how do I know that you actually like my content? Guys, it's an engagement tool. You give me a little something, a subscription, I give you over $150 worth of goodies. And that's at the beginning of the month. It will be worth probably $200 by the end of the month. That's a hell of a giveaway. And you have a really good chance to win because the most entries I've ever gotten is 58. So what's a 1 in 58 chance to win, even if you only enter once? Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy what content I can produce in July. Thank you for sticking it out with me. I look forward to returning to full-time content creation very soon. Whether it'll be normal in August or not, I don't know. But if it's not normal, it will be ramping up to normal. And for sure, we'll be back to normal content in September. So thank you guys. Have a great day. Stay cool. Bye.